Hello everyone, it's your girl Asia from the Romance Fangirl channel. I literally just want to get on here and just talk about this topic real quick. It's about Maya from Degrassi, because I've been watching season 13 and 14, and I have a problem with the way that the Degrassi writers made it seem like she was the villain, right? Like, why is it whenever she did something for Tristan or whatever it might have been, she always had to apologize when everybody in their mama knew Tristan was in the wrong? I just didn't get that. So let me give you a little rerun, right? In the very first episodes of season 13 of Degrassi, Tristan literally left Maya for Zoe, to be Zoe's friend. They went inside the club. He left her ass outside. He literally left her for another girl. So off top, Tristan's fake. He fake as fuck. And then for him to be like, oh, I only did it because I thought you were going to leave me for Miles. I just met that nigga and he got me in the club. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know his last name, his middle name. I don't know nothing about him. You literally left me outside in the line when they let you and Zoe in. You didn't even say, hey, is you gonna let my girl in? We all came in here together. You just walked in and was like, sorry, only first time chances. Like, he was just so fucking fake. He was so fake. Like, 9 times out of 10, when him and Maya was arguing, it's because he refused to listen and he was wrong. Like, I am one of those fans who first watched season 13. I thought Maya was wrong for telling Principal Simpson that Miles was sleeping with his teacher, because I guess because I felt bad for Tristan, because he really wanted love, and for some reason he felt like he couldn't get it. So I feel like even though him sleeping with his teacher is wrong, he has love. But that's my teenager mind. I didn't understand why sleeping with your teacher is wrong. Now that I'm older, as a 21-year-old, I totally get why she told the principal. Because I would have done the same thing had my friend told me she'd been sleeping with our English teacher. Off top, I'm telling the principal because you can have your fairy tale. I want you to have relationships. I want you to experience love. Just not with a fucking weirdo, not with a creep, not with a predator, not our fucking English teacher. He groomed Tristan knowing he liked it writing, and he just always happened to be there wherever Tristan was. But they made Tristan's character so naive and so insecure that he thought when him and his teacher had was love, when he really should looked at it as like he groomed him. And then they also said at the end of season 13 that he touched Winston inappropriately. He grabbed him, groped him, and I'm just thinking, like, why didn't someone first, like, why didn't they Ben mention that this teacher was a weirdo? They waited until he was sleeping around with Tristan to say something like that. That didn't make any sense to me. I feel like they just wrote that in a moment. And then Tristan is so insecure that when Miles was talking about himself, he thought Miles was talking about him. Miles was like, if this school year taught me anything, don't fall in love because it makes you like an idiot and it hurts. Excuse me. And Tristan thought he was talking about him when Miles was really talking about himself. So Tristan literally stopped being Maya's friend because of what she did. I just think that's so fucked up. He didn't even let her talk. I mean, she explained why she did it. I was helping you. I was protecting you. And it's so crazy because I would have liked Tristan's character maybe a little bit more if he would have came back and told Maya he understand why she did what she did. But to stay in the hallway and try to really try to project all his insecurities on her, try to make it seem like she's the reason why he can't have fairy tales and romances and love. Like, boy, shut the fuck up. I have nothing to do with your insecure ass. You're insecure. You're out as a proud and gay and queer man, but yet you feel like it's hard for you to find love. Like, Tristan was so desperate for love that he literally let anybody run game on him because he really wanted it so bad. Like, he was insecure as fuck, and I hated that the writers made it seem like Maya was a villain because she always did something to help Tristan or to put him in his place, and yet they made it seem like she was a bad friend. Yet, after this bitch, in this situation with Zoe too, Zoe and Miles weren't dating. They were just fooling around. Miles broke up stopped like fucking with Zoe because he liked it Maya. So Zoe feel like Maya took away Miles. But yet they get back to school. Miles and Maya weren't even dating. They weren't together. They weren't nothing. Maya didn't even want to be with him. I have a whole video about why I can't stand Maya and Miles' relationship coming out, so don't even worry about it because I'll explain everything else in that video. But Maya didn't want to be with him. Miles was, he was trying to make moves and everything like that, but she just wasn't ready. And Tristan is like, he acting like he don't know why she's ready. Well, as my best fucking friend, you should know absolutely why I'm not ready today. The last guy I dated completely killed himself. So obviously, as a friend, you should tell she hasn't really like she hasn't really like gotten over it. She's still, processing in that shit for real, for real. So um, I just feel like they just try to make Maya the villain. Like it just didn't make sense. Zoe literally made a whole webpage about this girl, calling her a slut about something that's just stupid when she didn't even take her nigga. Like Miles and Maya weren't even dating, and yet he called her a slut. The fuck? See, Degrassi, they funny. They are funny. I'll make a video about their relationship because off top, it's like, how could she even be in a relationship with a guy who called her a slut for attention? That's insane. That's insane in the motherfucking M brain. Are you kidding me? Ain't no nigga finna be with me after they called me a slut. Are you crazy? That's insane. And then Tristan is fake as fuck because he knew it was Zoe who made the webpage about Maya. Yet he sneak. Now I'm not, as a friend, I'm not gonna tell you who you can and cannot be friends with. But when you're friends with my op, or you're friends with someone who literally bullied me or made a webpage or an account about me, literally exposing pictures that weren't real, calling me a slut, you and that bitch can be friends. You're no longer my friend. Because if this shit is talking shit about me behind my back, I know you talk about shit behind my back. Period. Tristan was fake as fuck to want to be Zoe's friend after that fuck shit she did to Maya. And then for him to think Maya has to kiss Zoe ass so they could be friends is crazy. I ain't gotta be no bitch friend who put me on the internet and call me a slut. How about that? The fuck? I ain't gotta be nobody friend. I ain't gotta be cordial. I ain't gotta do none of that shit. I don't fuck with her. Simple as that. You might do, but I don't. So fuck you and fuck her. Is what Maya should have done. But since she wanted to keep Tristan as a friend, she tried to be, cordial with Zoe or whatever. And then in season 14 for Degrassi, they try to make Maya yet again a villain because when Miles was going through shit, she was there for him. And yet she had to apologize for Tristan for everything that happened that she done. Him explaining to her why she's the reason why him and Miles broke up, why his relationship with the principal ended, and blah, 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 blah. Yet again, he's blaming her for all his insecurities. Why the fuck did she have to apologize for anything? She did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. It is not her fault that she was there for Miles at his lowest and he fell back in love with her again. As his boyfriend, you should have been there regardless if he pushed you away or not. If he didn't allow you to be there, you should have still been there. The fuck are you talking about? And in the next class, they try to make her a villain because they really, 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 really in the Degrassi next class try to make it seem like it's her fault why Zig cheated. Excuse me? She didn't tell Zig to cheat. She didn't pursue. She didn't do anything. Zig cheated because he was thinking of the worst. Period. So that's all I gotta say about this video. Not really a long rant, 8 minutes. I just feel like in Degrassi, I don't understand why they try to make Maya such a villain, try to make it like it was her fault while people's lives were so fucked up. But I absolutely hated it, and I'm not fucking with that. But I'm going to catch y'all later because I got my other video I got coming out about my rant for Degrassi. I'm going to catch y'all later on today.